Good morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the TGIF New Age Wall Street stream. I hope you guys have been having a great week. It's been kind of a rough week to be 100% honest. Been a little bit choppy in the market. I hope it's you've been doing better than what we have. But nevertheless, we are here. We have been staying safe. We have been mitigating our risk. Um, we just got to get a little bit more trends involved. It looks like today we're breaking up into some uh, better, clearer water on the market. So we should um, we should be doing a little bit better today. But welcome everyone, guys. Like I said, I hope everyone's well. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into some tickers. I don't really have any type of like announcements or anything as of for today. Um, I know I promised that the merch was going to be coming out. It got printed yesterday. So that it got printed yesterday, and then I just have to get a model to stay still and take a picture for me, so then I could upload it to the site, and then it will be on there. So I don't know what the heck the deal is for it taking so long, but it's just as frustrating for me as it is for you guys. Um, but other than that, so just a little side note as well. I'm gonna be starting. So in my room, there was quite some demand for it, and then also like on Twitter, I asked as well. I'm gonna start an actual mentorship program. So I have the room right, but I'm actually gonna start like a mentorship program where like more like one-on-one type dealing and coaching. So if you're interested in that, I'm gonna work on like the guidelines and everything for that this weekend, and then I'll get all that posted probably by Monday, so and have more details about it by Monday. Um, but like I said, I hope everyone's having uh, a great week, and let's jump into some tickers here, guys. Just give me a minute. Oh man, let me fix this here real quick. There we go. My my screen is like bigger than what it should be. There we go. There it goes. All right, there we go. Everyone could see well, right? All right. If you guys are watching for the first time, welcome, guys. We do this every Friday. So you become like an honorary member every Friday. We trade live together. If you have any type of tickers or anything, make sure you write them in the chat, and we'll go ahead and go over them together. And if you have any type of questions, technical analysis, anything like that, any questions on what I'm doing and what you're seeing on me trading, make sure you point it out for me as well, and we'll go over and I'll answer questions about it too. All right. Um, and there's another part that I wanted to make to it. Oh, if you guys are barely watching for the first time, make sure you leave me a like, please, for the algorithm, so then YouTube shows it to more traders, and then we can have more people hanging out and chilling with us trading. So just give me a minute here. And you guys, like, I know my screen is like tinted. It's gonna be tinted because um, I get migraines pretty bad. On Monday, I was out, and this actually helps out a lot. Actually, I'm not an affiliate for like the people that do the tinting stuff, but I really freaking love the tint software. It's like Lux.fm. If you guys want to download it, it's free. You don't have to pay for it or anything like that. But it definitely helps, when you're behind the screens all day. One second. All right, cool. F.lux, is that what it is? Um, yeah, so Lux.fm, F.lux, whatever it's called. But I freaking love it. It's really nice. I like that it's so adjustable too. Anyways, into tickers here, guys, before we run out of time. Um, so we're in the SPY here yesterday, and this just looks like crap. All day yesterday, we had a pivot point that was right here at this 319.27 or so, and it couldn't break below that, and it just we were actually making fun, and we were saying, okay, every time SPY breaks above or below 320, we're gonna take a shot. And so it was just stupid. And then throughout the rest of the week, there hasn't been any type of like really follow through on anything. So I've been telling everyone, just pick your spots. Lower your size. Don't get chopped up and stuff. Just nail and bail when you see an opportunity. You're not going to get much follow through. And I hope today that we do get a little bit more follow through. It'd be nice to end the week on a strong note. So we're getting up here to a more towards this 322 area that we were talking about. And if this will load, there it goes. Okay, so the next stop is going to be this red to green line from the previous day, which is 321.84, and then this line, the 322.42. So if we could continue to go further up, but anytime this pops up, it does act act pretty heavy, almost like when before, if you remember, like at that 317 level when it would pop up, like 315, 317, and then finally we broke above it. So that's going to be our level here towards the top that we're looking at. You can see this is where it got to on that previous day. Then we had a nice sell going into the close. So I like using the pivot lines, guys. I'm gonna put it on here. I have it on this other chart, but I'll put it on here, especially for the SPY. There you go. So that's going to help us with our levels as well. As you can see, it respects it pretty well. So now, so that's laid out there for that part. Alberto, good morning. Oh, hey, I forgot to do roll call real quick. So Alberto, good morning. Blaze, what's up? G Money, Charlie, Drizzy. I was going to tell myself good morning. I'm an idiot. Flash, Santiago, Mateo, NFX, Aces, Richie, Roger, Rolo, Saul Goodman, Skip, Vinny. Good morning, guys. Ooh, we got a guest in the house. Blessed. Alberto's gonna piss himself, bro. That's funny, dude. Alberto's acting like a child whose dad told him he's going to the store for cigarettes and never came back. Anyways, if you, it's funny because all the new guys don't know the story behind all of it. Um, I got so sidetracked. All right, guys. So I have the stream set on ultra low latency. So hopefully you guys are seeing this in pretty good real time. Yeah, I don't know what the latency is going to be. So if you guys are actually a member of my room, make sure you have your microphone on as well here in the room, so that you could see so that you could hear me in real time when I'm calling stuff out. Okay. I say the funniest shit casually, so casually. That's just my life, bro. I'm like, nothing surprises me anymore, bro. Like, serious. I was actually talking about this last night with someone. I was like, bro, like, I've been through so much shit. Like, nothing surprises me, dude. I'm like, oh, yep, for sure. All right, guys. So yesterday we had Netflix. All eyes were on Netflix. They had earnings last night, so they beat revenue, but they lost on EPS. So EPS is the big one because that's what actually affects investors. So and so just a quick lesson on this, guys. We talked about this in pre-market yesterday here in the room, and the thing is like, hey, like, how do you play earnings? How should we do this? You never want to play holding into earnings. So if you want to play, like this move up, and things like that, that's fine. But the thing is that whenever whenever you hold through earnings, especially through options, because of the IV crush, you're gonna get fucking killed. And for the most part, their earnings were mostly positive, so they did pretty well. But then the reaction towards this was what was this 5 527 to 560, so that's 30 40, so 70 point move to the downside. So I mean, if you're in here and then you're say like you're following the flow and there's a bunch of calls that are on there, you're just gonna get fucking crushed. And there's no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason for you to play through earnings like that. So the way I personally like doing it, and this was pretty cool because shout out to Mr. Sanglucci. If you guys follow Mr. Sanglucci, he he's been doing a lot of lives on Instagram lately, and people were asking him about it, and so it was cool to see that he's like, I don't play earnings, holding through earnings, it's straight up stupid. And he's like, you play afterwards, and I'm like, preach, brother. Like that's exactly what I do. So to get that kind of validation, like from a trader that I really respect, is pretty awesome. That I have kind of the same strategy that he does. So basically, what you want to see is then after earnings is you'll have some type of retracement, like a mean reversion type play, and this is bounced already pretty good, probably about 50%. So we have this 500 that's going to act as hard support, or excuse me, resistance. And so, but if we could get above that 500 from this 490, we could get a nice little play. So this is definitely on watch. Hopefully we get a little dip, maybe till this 480 for an entry to go ahead and get in. So a little dip and rip action here at the open. So Vinny, good morning, dude. And so that is going to be like probably the first thing that we're looking at. As far as everything else goes, I don't see anything too much that's like really tickling the old pickle here. And then so like I have Facebook over here to the side. This is acting here pretty bullish and getting above this resistance line right here. So this 240.90 area. If we could get above there and this 244, we got a little bit of room to push up. But this been kind of stalking this thing. I wanted to make this move above 250, and this may be the little dip that we needed to get some more buyers to push this up. So we'll see. But main goal today is not to force any trades. We're gonna take what we get, and not go too crazy. I know especially in my room, it's like I said, it's been a difficult week with everything everything here. So all right. So someone said Apple. Ooh, this looks pretty good right here, bro. So I really like this here so far. So looking pretty strong. Yeah, dude, I really like this. So at least up to this 391 area from this 388. So if we could get some momentum here at towards the open, this is good for a little dip and rip action as well. So what you want to see for the dip and rip is this strong pre-market, which we have so far. Then we'll get a dip, and then for this to take off. Now here, a little bit closer to the open, like maybe 10 to 5 minutes, you should start seeing a little bit more movement in it, and that'll also help you out to give you a little bit more sentiment. I personally, I'm gonna I'm gonna wait my 30, well, not 30 minutes. I'm gonna wait my 10 minutes at the open, for everything except maybe Netflix. So if Netflix gives me that dip and then it looks pretty good, I'll get on Netflix on it. But other than that, I'm gonna wait the 10 minutes on everything else to get some sentiment put in and trend direction, so I don't get chopped up either. All right. Is anyone interested in Amazon? All right, guys. Sorry, I had to type to someone real quick. Then All right, so then, so in Amazon here, guys, you guys know I like playing Amazon on Fridays, so we get some cheaper premium, and we could get some pretty nice moves. So, uh, let's see here. So this is giving us this little support here in this area, which acted as resistance here in this past, and we're right above this 3,000 area. So I would love to hold this 3,000, and then for this to continue going up. So the first area that we're looking at is probably this fib line 3078, which if we just get 3078, I'm fucking happy with that. So keep this on watch to see if we get some volume in this. Over here to the side. All right, so I'm gonna have to flip around the way my monitors are or something. All right, cool. Any other tickers here, guys? Like I said, I don't see anything really too much that's really piquing my interest, other than kind of the usual. Is anyone still trading Tesla? DKNG. So we went over SPY. So pretty much on the SPY we had said uh, we're getting up into this resistance area again here. This 321 to 322, where we have a lot of volume that's been done here in the past. We looked at it the other day on the volume profile. You guys know that we're trying to break above that high volume profile node, and then for it to get up here in this clean air, and then for it to break out. So there's 322 and 321, 322 is definitely going to be a pain in the ass for it to keep on going up though. So we're going to use these pivot lines as our guides here, and hopefully we get some volume here at the open. It doesn't look like we got too much here in pre-market so far. And then DKNG, thoughts on PR? Is that a real? Are you playing me right now, Blaze? Oh, I thought you were over here saying it's like P-Hub, bro. I thought that was like X videos or something. Um, anyways, so DKNG real quick. Dude, this thing, these coronavirus type names is really hard because they're really like news bias, or not biased, but oriented. But yeah, we have a solid trend here so far. We may see like a little bit of a rest day where we make like a macro type flag or what have you. But yeah, we still have room on this to keep going up. Oops, just scroll out to this 3859 or so. So you can see where this was acted as support here in the past, and that'll act as resistance. And there's a fib line there as well. So we still have a little bit of room to go up on that. So if not, we start rejecting around in this level, getting into this high volume area, right? So all this volume right here, it'll start pushing back down. But like I said, it's very news driven, so like based off the sports and stuff. But I've been kind of keeping an eye on it as far as like New York allowing more betting and things like that, so it should be pretty good. PRNB. For you guys on YouTube, if you guys aren't part of my room, don't be scared to call out tickers or call out plays or anything like that. Ask questions. If you have questions about my charts and like indicators and things like that, happy to answer as well. All right. Microsoft, that's your bread and butter right there, Steve. Oh, I was going over PRNB real quick here first, dude. Um, one second. This PRNB, dude. What's the what's the stats on this thing, dude? Oh, what happened? There it is. Oh, I guess it doesn't want to tell me. Um, but yeah, this thing is up pretty good. It looks like may have. Yeah, they're up on COVID news as of this morning too. So, dude, on these biopharmaceutical companies, because the way I used to play them is they're all full of fucking shit, bro. So I like shorting them. It looks like we got this top up here. If it comes up here and tries to test this again, it's gonna be hard for it to get up close to 100, dude. But I would be looking to short this thing like on the pops, especially if this is up here. I mean, this is up here from 55 to 95. So what is it, like a 50 or 100% move or something like that in a matter of a week or two? Um, I mean, I would be looking to short the shit out of it, to be honest, dude. But that's just the way I am. Yeah. Like option sweeps or equity sweeps, bro, or like a option block. Facebook, we went over Facebook. For the guys in my room, we got I get a lot of people complaining and saying that I'm not here early enough. I'm here, guys. I'm here at my desk at 8 a.m. For you guys, if you guys, type anything in the chat or ask or whatever, um, I tell you guys, I'm here at 6 a.m. So if you guys want anything from me, you type it in the chat. I'm going to answer you. The thing is I come on the mic around 6:30, 6:45, and no one is in the, um, no one, no one is here in the chat except maybe the old Thundercats here, like Rolo, Skip, Steve, all them guys. Um, but the guys that are complaining about me not being here early enough aren't in the chat, like aren't in the voice. So if and I think I start late as far as the pre-market planning and watching list, whatever, to start at 7 a.m. So if you guys aren't here at 7, guys, and I went through the ticker, that's not on me, dude. If you can't be disciplined enough to wake up on time, then maybe this game isn't for you. If the at the very least you can't wake up on time, that's maybe you got to rethink what we're doing here. So I'm just being real and honest with you. All right. So Facebook here. So like I said, I've been trying to chase this thing up here towards 250 again for this break of 250. Today it's acting pretty bullish. So I'm gonna stay pretty try to stay patient on this to break above. Or actually, it pushed. It was actually below right here when we looked at it a little while ago. Now it's pushing pretty nice. So we wanted to break these levels here that it had from Wednesday, and for it to come up towards this support or resistance here at the 246. So if we could hold the support here towards this 241, then we're gonna go ahead and come up then at that point. All right. So that's my plan. That obviously we could come back down if we break this support, and then we just kind of range here to the side where all this volume is being done. That's also something that could happen. But my plan and my goal is for this to hold the support, so I could start making that. Maybe we just need a little bit of a bigger running start towards this 250 this time. So hopefully the market stays relatively bullish enough for it to happen. So cool. Um, Oh, okay. Then so did I go over Microsoft for you, Steve? No, I don't think I did. WTM or Walmart? WMT. So here, dude, I like this here on Microsoft. We have this support you could see right here from just this week. So one, two, three times that it's holding around in the same area. The thing is, you could see that this pivot's acting as hard resistance right now, right? So we want to break above that, this point, and then our profit target would be this. So we have confluence here of this fib line and also the pivot line here, this 207. So if we could break above this, we could actually go line to line just from 204 to 207. In this type of trade. But we may also come back and test this support here first, the 202, and go from there. So make sure you're not getting chopped up here in the middle. If you're taking a trade, wait for it to come all the way down to the bottom, and then enter here to go up, or on the break you could get in here for the move up as well. Walmart. This was a pretty nice miss on Walmart, but it looks like we're more like in a distribution type pattern right now so far. So we got up here towards this top, and now we're just kind of ranging and selling. People are taking profit towards this 134, and then it's also right here where we get this these all-time highs as well. So if we break above 135, though, we definitely have some room to scream up. 150 is probably on deck too. Cool. All right. So, all right, everyone, make sure you're using your stop loss, mitigating your risks. Let's have a great trading session. Close out the week strong. If you guys have been struggling this week, let's go ahead and make sure that we're not doing anything too crazy or rash. So then we come in with a fresh mindset on Monday. All right. If you guys got to sit sideways, cash is a position. All right. And make sure you're always paying yourself and taking profit, okay? Yeah, we do. I think I pulled up Amazon, but I didn't go over it really, did I? I don't know, but oh yeah, I did. So I wanted to hold at least 3,000, dude. So if we could hold the 3,000 up towards the 3,078 would be the profit target. So if we could get some volume, but here in pre-market, dude, it's dead. There's nothing in here right now. I gotta like keep on talking or else I'm gonna get freaking flagged for copyright on this music. So I'm looking at Netflix, dude. I'm gonna put Netflix right here. Alright, got a little bit of Netflix here, guys. Oh, I didn't get filled actually, so that's a no trade.
7 puts. September 18th, 2020. 867 contracts.
Motherfucker, dude. You gotta be freaking joking me. And Amazon here too. It held this held support here at this red to green line, and right here. So we said that for it to hold 3,000 and pretty much on the dot. So already $20 up.
NIL. 10 puts. August 21st, 2020. 500 contracts.
All right, now we're having some selling here on the SPY, guys. Would you guys prefer 2 charts right here or 3 on this? Because I want to add a third one so I could put the SPY as I'm trading these two.
500 calls. July 24th, 2020.
So we may get a second chance entry here on
July 24th, 2020.
on
809
Netflix.
contracts.
All right, so you see on Netflix here how look at this. So we're making these higher lows and it's holding right here. So I like this right here, guys. We gotta stay above this 500 though.
July 17th, 2020. 582 contracts.
Come on, Netflix, give me a dip so I could get in. So far we got this little pennant right here. So highs, lows, lows, highs. And if this dips down here towards this fib, guys, I'm gonna be looking to get into Netflix if it holds there.
10 calls. September 18th, 2020. 427 contracts. SPY. 325 calls. July 22nd, 2020. 505 contracts.
Nice little SPY call flow right there. All right, so you see how it's trying to hold this fib line here? This is what I want to see. So if we could get an uptick here on the market, this would be nice. So I wanted to hold this support here,
2020.
right here.
457 contracts.
Okay, so I have a little bit of Netflix now. Risking off of this 492. You see how it came in and dropped back down and it validated this as support? So that's what I wanted this to do, is that same way that it did right here in this area.
2020. 500 contracts.
HHT. And Amazon gave us a good second chance too. Man, I'm hungry, guys. Already. Alright, so here on Netflix, I wanted to hold around this 492 area, so on the SPY, it kind of went back up and it tested the pivot line, so this might came further down.
Calls. August 21st, 2020. 2000 AMD. 55 calls.
So if we break this line, this is a stop out right here, guys. If we break this level.
Contracts. SPY. 325 calls. July 22nd, 2020. 5 AMD. 52 puts. August 21st, 2020. 720. BABA. 250 calls. August 21st, 2020. 300 and COMM 10 calls. August 21st, 2020. 890 contracts. SPY. 325 calls. July 22nd, 2020.
Not looking too good here on the Netflix.
COMM 10 calls. August 21st, 2020. 528 contracts.
There we go. I stopped out.
COMM 10 calls.
Stopped out of Netflix, guys. That's okay.
2020.
If it sets up a little bit better here, if it starts holding or maybe even comes to this pivot line and then starts curling back up, that's okay. But the overall on the SPY, guys, you can see where it's like it's chopping around and just going sideways right here. So we need to get some some upwards for us to help out.
August 21st, 2020. 1008 contracts. FB. 250 calls. July 24th, 2020. 500 NVDA. 420 calls. July 24th, 2020. 787 contracts. COMM 10 calls. August 21st, 2020.
Lots of call flow here today, but nothing's really moving like that. So I'm liking these tail wicks that we're getting here on Netflix. So we'll wait to see if we could get a bounce here around in this area. You see all this right here in this area where this came down and had support around in this area in pre-market. So we would like for this to bounce and go up here on the SPY. Now keep in mind right here at 321.64, we have a pivot line right here. So a lot of people are looking at that, and that's what we're using as resistance right now.
COMM 10 calls.
And there goes Netflix.
August 21st, 2020.
Oh, come on, come back down.
BABA. 250 calls. July 24th, 2020. 359 contracts.
Pedro, did you get anything at the open? Oh, look who decided to join us. Blessed. The room look a little bit different now, Blessed?
DHI. 65 calls. July 24th,
Blessed, bro.
320. Uber. 33 calls. July 17th, 2020.
So here on the SPY, guys, we're heading to the red to green line. So red to green line is at 320.79. That'll be the first resistance area. And the thing is that Netflix is actually showing relative strength. It's not getting pulled down with it. It's holding support. So if we get a bounce, this thing is going to take off on Netflix, guys. I'm gonna try a little bit of Netflix again here, guys. Risking off of the support line.
LRN. 50 calls. July 17th.
So we got a little bit of a bounce here from the 321.
394 contracts.
There we go, Netflix. You guys hear my phone? My phone's just like...
AZN. 65 calls. August 21st, 2020. 500 and AZN. 65 calls. August 21st, 2020. 500 and SGH. 30 calls. August 21st, 2020.
But it looks like we're gonna have another chop day, guys. There's not...
65 calls.
So far, anyways, there's not anything
2020.
of huge interest. I don't know if you guys see anything out there. GM. Thank you, Taylor.
July 22nd, 2020. 500 contracts.
Is GM making electric vehicles now? Is that why they're going up? Or what the hell is this? Dude, I swear if you got... Oh, this is GMO. It's not GM.
Spy. 325 calls. July 22nd.
Oh, I thought you were calling out a ticker, dude. This is saying good morning. I thought he was calling out GM. I was like,
July 24th,
all right.
2020. 514 contracts.
Stopped out of Netflix again, guys. So honestly, like I said, there's not anything A plus at this moment. So I gotta wait for a setup now. I actually like Netflix here. It's starting to show this these compression. If it could hold this pivot line at least, and then start curling up. So if I do take another trade on Netflix, it'll be my last one. If I don't, so if I mess that up, if I have to stop out, then it's my 3 strike rule, and then I can't trade it anymore for the rest of the session. Tesla's probably gonna come. She's trying to hold the red to green line. Tesla. $480. Yeah. So there's the pivot line that's right there, right? So 48.26. There's a pivot line on Netflix if you've seen. So that's gonna act as your support. That would have actually been the perfect area to get in, and then just risking right below. I'm risking off of this support line that I have manually drawn, and then the thing is it dipped down to this pivot. So we need a better setup though. We need some more compression.
325 calls. July 22nd, 2020. 5. Spy. 325 calls. July 22nd, 2020. 5. COMM 10 calls. August 21st, 2020. 580 contracts. COMM 10 calls. August 21st, 2020. 1,396
I swear, if we start playing the game where it goes, SPY starts crossing 320 and going up and above it, dude. FDX. Sorry, I didn't pull it up fast enough from when you said it.
COMM 10 calls. August 21st, 2020.
Oh yeah, it started going a little bit.
150 contracts.
JRJC. The heck is JRGC? I think. Dude, I don't know what you're seeing on this chart, bro. If you're looking at this JRJC. Microsoft? I'm not in any calls right now. CR7? I was in Netflix, so I was in Netflix 500s, but I stopped out once it came below my manually drawn support line right here. I stopped out. I'm flat right now. I don't have any positions. The thing is that you see this compression that's coming off here on Netflix now. So this is what we like to see right here, and this is trying to cross back up. So if we could get some bounce back up here, it would be nice, but we need some oomph. What happened with Microsoft? Ooh, yep. That was actually a nice play right there, dude. This thing looks like me when I don't get my blue pill shipment right here. Oh, you got Microsoft? You got puts? Awesome, dude.
C60 calls. September 80, 2020. 540 contracts.
Alright, I'm gonna try Netflix one more time, guys. I'll tell you when I'm gonna get in. Alright, right now. And I'm just risking right below the risking the pivot line here. Let's give it a little bit of room to work. So giving it like $3 to make $9. So I'm still within my 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And here we go. Play.
SPY. 328 calls. July 29, 2020. 500 SPC. 25 calls. July 24th, 2020. 169 contracts. 17 calls. August 21st, 2020. 500 contracts. VOD. 17 calls.
You guys see this fib line right here is acting like it's hard
500
resistance
contracts.
here. This 492.50-ish area.
17 calls. August 21st, 2020. 500 G. 10 calls. January 15, 2021. 695 EAM. 12 calls. December 80, 2020. 697
Here we go.
180 calls.
There we go.
August 21st, 2020. 200 SPC. 23 calls. July 17, 2020. 337 contracts. NIO. 14 calls. July 24th, 2020.
A lot of people playing Nio today.
Contracts.
Is Nio making some nice moves? Oh, this thing came down crazy in pre-market. Did they get some type of bad news?
27 calls. August 21st, 2020.
Oh, they got downgraded.
500 con. NIO. 14 calls. July 24th, 2020.
All right, so here on Netflix, guys, we're building this compression here sideways. This is what I like to see. So this holding support, and then if we could get the market to give us some push here, this will definitely make for a nice squeeze. But you see all this sideways action and this compression here. So we wanted to hold the pivot line, this area right here, and then for this to come and break the 492.50-ish level. So, dude, but this I don't see anything A plus here right now, dude.
January 15, 2021. 1,200 G. 10 calls. January 15, 2021. 2,532.
Lots of GE flow. Oh, this thing is trying to go. Oh, these are leaps. They're taking $10 leaps for January 2021. All right, so now here on Netflix, guys, we're making like these higher lows. So I like this like ascending triangle type thing we're making now. So we just got to get this breakout if we could go up.
SPC. 24 calls. July 17, 2020. 400.
Ooh, what's James? Did you get that SPCE? This was nice, dude.
2020.
This breakout.
576 contracts.
Yeah. Yep. That was a nice one. It wasn't even on my radar to take a look. So here on Amazon, guys, so if we can't break above this 3,000, so we have the confluence of the whole number as well as, actually, I'm going to do this. Wait for me. So I would grab puts right there off of the red to green line and that whole number that's right there. And Netflix is breaking up here. That's good.
SPC. 23 calls. July 24th, 2020.
All right, so I have some puts right here on Amazon for this to come further down, guys. So we have the resistance of the red to green line, the whole number at the same area, and for this to come dropping down as long as so if the market washes here, it'll come back down too. Awesome, Andrew.
Contracts.
This may save my bacon today.
MLCO. 20 calls.
Watch it break to the upside, dude. I'll be
2020. 581 contracts.
trying to give it some room here, dude. So 305 will be my absolute out. 3005 on Amazon.
400 contracts. EOD. 17 calls. August 21st, 2020. 925 contracts.
Like what strike price? 3000s. All right, so this Netflix trade is working pretty good. So you guys see how this works? Bam, bam. And here we go. We're going so far. We got to get above 500 though. So I'm out of Amazon, so I stopped out. SPCE. Oh yeah, that was a nice wash there. Oh, you guys can like hardly see me with the windows are all bright. Sorry. Now watch Amazon hold this 3005 and then come back down. That would be funny, dude.
TGL.
Is that Netflix?
February 19, 2021. 651 contracts. WMT. 150 calls. January 15, 2021. 557 contracts. NIO. 14 calls. July 24th, 2020. 501
Say,
contracts.
dude, this is gonna suck if it does happen right here on Amazon. So here's the target here that we got so far on the red to green line here. That's all we're saying was going to come in test right here, guys. On the SPY, I'm over here pointing on a different screen. So right here, see if we could get a nice bounce, some movement up now. I'm gonna try Amazon again here, guys, with this little move up. So, especially with the weakness in the market. There we go. Still holding my Netflix though right here.
August 21st, 2020. 555 contracts. G. 10 calls. January 15th, 2021. 1,358 contracts. G. 10 calls. January 15th, 2021. 2,102 contracts.
So just watching these two. These are the two trades I'm in. I'm in puts on Netflix, or excuse me, Amazon, and then calls on Netflix here for this is holding really well. So this is holding so far on Netflix really well in this area. So I'm okay with it. The thing that sucks is that the theta is getting at me since it's Friday. So we need to ponte los pilas. When NFX starts getting impatient, that's when you know things aren't good. All right, so here on Netflix, or excuse me, Amazon again, we wanted to reject this red to green line. So this 3,000-ish area, 299, 2,099, 99, 99, 99. Yeah, I seen NFX wait weeks to hit a Boeing trade, but this last week it's been definitely testing there. Gene, oh, the other day. So you see all this compression going here sideways on Netflix. This is
March 19,
so if we do get this move to the upside here, it's going to be pretty
10
epic.
calls. January 15th, 2021. 1,283 contracts.
Facebook's putting in a pretty good base too, guys, on this 239. If you guys want to pull it up, it looks pretty nice right here. Yeah, some compression right here actually.
mRNA. 85.
If I stop out of these trades and I get out of these trades right now, these will be my last trades, guys, because there's nothing going on. So I'm not going to force nothing else. And every trade I've taken so far has been a loser.
2021.
Loser.
200 contracts.
So that should tell me something.
Crude. 1,620 calls. July 31st, 2020. 116 contracts. G. 10 calls. January 15th.
So here on this Netflix, what I'm looking at, guys, this is
G. 10 calls. January 15th, 2021.
we're getting like this
1,510 contracts.
descending triangle type play here. And then with the base being right here, you see that? So this is looking more like it's going to break to the downside. And if it does, if it breaks this pivot line, I'm out of that one. You see this manual line that I have drawn on the SPY? This thing acted pretty nice. So right here, bam, a little bit above this time, but I think so, NFX. I think today is bike riding day. Yep.
G. 10 calls. January 15th, 2021. 1,058 contracts. NTNX. 21 calls. July 17th, 2020. 267 contracts.
I kind of want to add right here on Netflix, just if it holds, so help my average out a little bit. Oh, then here it goes bouncing. They heard me talking about it. This Amazon trade may actually just work. It's just going pretty slow. And honestly, one of my like 10 commandment trading rule things, whatever, is that your trade should walk into profit quickly. It shouldn't just be going sideways and wandering around like this. And I'm well past that. So SPCE is going to try to make another leg up here, guys. Oh. Theta wins this week. Yep. Honestly, it would have been a perfect week to sell premium, dude. Trump better get on the phone and start talking shit to someone, talking shit to Putin or the Chinese people, or get some movement here. Oh, I should make an appointment to get my haircut tomorrow. Oh, stopping out of Netflix here, guys. How long have I been trading? Since around 2014, 15 is when I first started getting into it. Then 2016 is when I actually started taking it serious. I locked myself in the house and I learned how to trade. Yeah, so I locked myself in the house for a year. Didn't go out, didn't do nothing. Had groceries brought to me. Like there was times where I didn't even shower or anything. Like it was just staring at screens all day long, like learning stuff. You know,
SPC.
you don't want to be like me. I have a lot of. I'm just like you guys, man. I'm down 4,000 on the day. Actually, I'm making a little bit of a comeback now on this Amazon trade, but um, you should want to be like yourself. You should want to trade like yourself. It's definitely cool to have role models, and it's cool to have people that you want to emulate.
SPC.
Um,
23 calls.
but
July
you should
24th.
definitely want to be like yourself.
187
Have I ever
calls.
lost everything? Homie, I was homeless last year, bro. Actually, I was going through pictures last night, and there's actually a picture of me sitting in this apartment, and there's nothing in it. There's all I had was a duffel bag of clothes that I used as a pillow to sleep in here. But if you mean like, if you mean like blew up accounts, yeah, dude. Like actually on this Thinkorswim, I had opened up an account in Thinkorswim, and if I think you guys have seen it before. Actually, I could show you real quick right now. So this is the very first one of the very first accounts that I had, and I blew it up. It's actually negative. I actually owe TD Ameritrade $246.51, and I mean I just leave it there because it's a cool reminder to know like how far I came. You know what I mean? All right, now Amazon is cooking here, so let's see. And the SPY looks like it wants to break down lower too. Yeah, so I blew up that Thinkorswim account. So I blew it up. I'm trying to follow. If you guys have seen Ross Cameron, you guys know who Ross Cameron is. I signed up for his program and I tried following him into trades. So when I get on you guys about trying to follow me into trades and stuff like that, it's because I've been there, dude. It's too slow. It's too slow, even with the internet as fast as it is and everything. For
July
you to
24th.
react and take the same trade as I am, as I call it out, you can't do it, dude.
188 contracts.
And even more so, just the integrity and moral aspect of it. You should be doing it on your own. Like for me personally, dude. Now that I kind of know a little bit better, dude. If I'm risking my own fucking money, like I'm gonna do what I want with it, not what someone is telling me to do with it. If that makes sense. So everyone else could kindly fuck off. Trying to tell me what to do. When to buy and when to sell or whatever. Like I feel a lot better about myself if I'm the my own reason why I lost the money. If that makes sense. I don't have no one else to blame but myself. I don't, dude. No one is made for trading. No one is made for trading. Trading is the most contrarian thing that you'll ever do as a human. There's you're you're risking the government money. Hey, can I have my money back? What? Why am I paying you here, Ruben?
July
Gosh
24th,
dang it.
2020. 585 contracts.
My biggest profit, 104,000 on Tesla swing. I swear, if you don't get the fuck off my feed, Mr. Dorm. Damn scammers, dude. Yeah, 104,000 on a Tesla trade.
16 puts. July 24, 2020. 830 contracts.
It was when it was around 500. It ran from 500 to 700. Best stock strategy. Yeah, so I mean, if someone hasn't necessarily, I think blowing up an account is a rite of passage in this thing, dude. You got to blow up an account to know what it feels like, and to know that you don't want to do it. You don't want to do that anymore. You know what I mean? Just like just like when someone tells you something is hot, you gotta, like an idiot, you're still gonna touch it just to make sure, right? I know I've seen that. That's pretty cool. That a lot of signups I've realized come in overnight, like overnight, early in the morning, and I kind of been trying to. Maybe you could give me some insight into it, but I've been trying to find, the psychology behind that. I thought it was because maybe people get paid, like the direct deposit gets hit overnight, and they're like been wanting to sign up, so that's what they do right away. But I'm not 100% sure. Dude, this Amazon trade is freaking nice, dude.
FBY. 13 calls. July 24, 2020. 200 FBY. 13 calls. July 24, 2020. 300 FBY. 13 calls. July 24, 2020. 300 FBY. 13 calls. July 24, 2020. 209 XOM. 45 days.
I'm gonna take profit right here at this 29.70 here, guys, on Amazon, and that's gonna be my day. It actually, like I said, saved my bacon. So you see where we had all this yesterday, so in after hours. So we're gonna have a little bit of a bounce here on Amazon. And then the market right now, the SPY is at support as well at this pivot line. So we should get a little bit of a bounce. So,
21st,
dude, I
2020.
lucked out, bro.
1
I typed bounce as a thing.
days left.
That
26
was that
calls.
patience working there. I don't know if Alex
21st,
stayed.
2020.
Alex took the trade again with me, but
G.
um.
10 calls.
So the
January
SPY's right
15th.
here. Oh, it's still selling. It broke. It broke it.
2,034 contracts.
But we're at this pivot line here on the SPY, guys. So oh, damn, there it goes.
G.
Oh, I'm
10
sorry, dude.
calls.
It's because we have an Alex in here that has the same
2021.
like you guys haven't updated your avatar.
SPC. 21 puts.
Cool, bro.
July
I
24,
apologize, dude. That's one of my
2020.
biggest pet peeves is someone calling me the wrong name. So I can imagine how you feel. I'm sorry, dude.
January 15th, 2021. 2008.
That's like
G.
I don't know if you guys know what my real name is,
January
but
15th,
when someone
2020.
calls me by my real name without me giving them permission,
3,482
that shit
contracts.
pisses me off, bro. And I don't mean like I'm giving you guys a fake name. Like you guys know me by my middle name, which most people what I go by, and then I have like my government first name or whatever. Um, but yeah, so I always wondered why I get a lot of signups like overnight, like really early in the morning or late at night. Okay, cool. So I ended up making like 1,000 on the day, like $880, guys. We're going to the strip club tonight. Everyone wear your mask. You couldn't sleep because of Apple? What do you mean? Oh, look, we crossed. We're back at 320, guys. Let's see what happens. We're gonna cross 320 again. Everyone got their shot glasses ready? Yeah, we were playing a drinking game yesterday, so every time the spy crossed 320, you gotta take a shot. She's like, "What did I get myself into?" Oh yeah, 400 calls on Apple. Is Pedro here? See, that's what's let's talk a little bit, guys. Me and Michael, Pedro, I got the setup here on Amazon. Look, do you like this setup right here? Had this push up here towards the resistance right here, and I stopped out here once on the push to 305, and then I tried again, and boom. So me and Michael from the room last night, and then also someone else. Oh, did you really? Um, we were talking about risk to reward ratio and how to set your stop losses and things like that. So there's in your strategy, right? So you should be journaling your trades every day, right? So as a trader, you can't be a successful trader if you don't know what's wrong in your trading, right? So imagine you're driving a car and you could hear a noise coming from it. Something's fucked up on it, right? But you don't have a check engine light or something to tell you what's going on with it, right? So your journal is your check engine light to your trading to alert you on what you need to work on. So with that being said, there's a difference between a strategy that is high win rate, right? And then there's one that's low win rate. So there's also the the expectation out of that win rate and how big that the your profit's going to be. So you could have a strategy that is high win rate, and but the thing is that um, usually whenever that happens,
TGIF 26 calls. October 16, 2020.
sorry, I just got like a text from the bank. Um, So usually when that happens, when you have a high win rate, usually the risk to reward ratio on that is a lot smaller than something that is a smaller win rate but a bigger gain, right? So you get bigger gains on that. So the thing about this is that on the strategy, whenever you're playing this, I took 4 stop outs, I think today, right? So Netflix twice. Um, actually, I think Netflix 3 times maybe, and then Amazon once, and then it worked. So I was able to take four. I was able to take 4 cuts, right? So 4 cuts on this, and then my fifth trade, I was able to make back all my losses on that because my risk reward ratio was that much far in line that even though that it's a little bit of a smaller win rate, the profit factor in it is a lot bigger, and it covers all the losses of the all the little paper cuts that you get when you make that. Does that make sense? So when you're making your plans and you're making your setting up your trade setups and strategies, you gotta account for their what your profit factor is for the actual setup, because if you have a high win rate and then your profit factor isn't that too big, like scalping, right? So you could have a high win rate with scalping, um, but your profits are so small that if you take a big loss on it, it's going to take a lot more trades to go ahead and make up that loss, right? Um, Alberto's quick on that. I was gonna call you out, dude. Um, So Alberto knows that. So if yours, for example, if you're in a washout long type setup all day long, right? You could be winning, and then you get that one big ass dump. It wipes out all your losses that you made. But if you're sitting here patient and you wait for the trades that are a little bit lower win rate, but have a higher profit factor, then you're going to be able to wipe out those losses that you had to stop out on, and have the higher profit factor from that going forward. Does that make sense? That goes along with what we were talking about. What we were talking about on setting stop losses last night. So how tight is your stop loss percent or price on the chart? So here, so for me, so this was actually was blowing my mind last night, is that people, so a lot of people like are telling me, like, and it's not necessarily wrong, right? So it's not necessarily wrong where people are risking, where they're told to risk a certain amount of their account. That's right. So but the thing is that you want to have the trade, you want to have your trade and your stop loss be in line with how much you're actually risking on your account. So, like if you're risking more than the rule is like 1% or whatever it is, one to max 3%, right? So if it's if that's the case, right? So if that is the case on that in that point, then that trade doesn't fit your guidelines, right? So it doesn't fit your account and your guidelines then, because you have to put, if you have to put your stop loss bigger than that 1%, then it's a no trade for you. So you should still be risking that certain amount of your account. Now, for me, the actual stop loss you have to put in a relevant level, right? So what I think is happening, a lot, like with traders, is that they're putting it just like a dollar amount or a percentage of their account. Like for instance, we'll use Netflix for an example as of today. This is cool that we get to talk about this a little bit, right? So we had this pivot line where you guys know that this is pretty good support here all morning, right? So between this in this area, right? So usually support is going to be an area. It isn't going to be a direct price. It's going to be an area because the stock market isn't perfect, right? We could have these little whipsaws and things like that. So you want to look like at an area of interest is what I call it. So right here, this is our area of interest. In order for us to stay above right here, this is our thesis, and then so my thesis was whenever this breaks, right? So whenever this breaks below, my thesis is no longer valid because my thesis was for this to, for the price action to hold above the pivot line and bounce further up. And the funny thing is that it's respecting this trend line for it to go down. If this pops right here to this pivot line and it stays below, this would be a good add right here for a good entry for puts. So you have the trend line and also this previous support now turned into resistance. And also the SPY is back up to its pivot line, so it should reject too. But anyways, what I'm saying is that right here on so this is your thesis that Netflix is going to hold above this pivot line, right? So the thing is you got to place your stop where your thesis is invalid. So my thesis is that it's going to hold it. If it doesn't hold it, obviously my thesis is invalid then, and you got to stop out, right? So right below it, maybe giving a little bit of wiggle room in order for it to, give a little wick down and then go up, because nothing's more frustrating than something to, dip down on you and then take off. Kind of like on this Amazon trade where it came up and then it came back down, right? So like it stopped me out and then it came back down, right? So with that being said, you have to place your stop in a relevant spot of where the support or resistance is on your chart. So if you're just, say like you're up here, right? Say like you're right here and you're getting into this trade on Netflix on this going up, and you're saying, okay, I'm risking 2% on my account or whatever, and 2% is right here. It doesn't make sense. You still have all this area right here that this could actually retrace where this is actually where your actual support is. So you're stopping out and you're just wasting your capital stopping out and not having your stop where the trade is actually invalidated at that point. Does that make sense? So you're having a bunch of unnecessary stop outs and probably all these little paper cuts, and you're bleeding out your account by paper cut over and over again because you don't have your stop in the relevant area where the support or the resistance is if you're, going down. Does that make sense? So you gotta. So one of my favorite sayings in trading is when in doubt, zoom out. So like if you're in doubt where the actual support or resistance is that you're risking off of, zoom out. So zoom out here, and you get a pretty nice overall picture on where the support and resistance is, right? So like right here, oops, this is my trend line, not my money line. Right here. So like if I were to come and draw a line like right there, so you could see where this acted as resistance, and then right here it came down in this area and acted as support. Isn't it crazy that this is actually where it retraced to right here? It actually retraced to the same area right here when it came down, and it's not by coincidence. It's just where traders and everyone's looking to the left to see where that area of interest is, in order for the price action for them to get in or take profit. Does that make sense? So when in doubt, zoom out and look for those areas of interest based off previous support and resistance levels, things like that. Cool. That was a nice little talk. I'm glad we had it. I hope that makes sense though, because I've been getting that quite a bit lately, and it kind of blew my mind, like I said, honestly, where, say like if you're getting on this, this try to get in this move on Netflix for it to move up, and you're right here, right? So, this is our move. This is our compression play, right? And you're getting in right here, but you're risking 2% from where you're getting in right here, and your 2% right here, but the actual support's down here. It doesn't make sense. You have to be risking off of where the support is, and if that 1%, if your 1% or 2% is more than where the price action is to the actual support, then it's a no trade. Yeah, so I seen Alberto take that loss and take that hit to the chin, and that sucks. That sucks, dude. But if you're patient and you could, hey, Option King, we just here chilling, losing money, bro. But if you're patient and you can wait for high value setups like this that have a higher profit factor, the thing with that as well is that you don't have to have that much exposure, right? So like, you guys could see Alberto right in the chat. And the thing is that he's making the same, if not more money with using less shares in size. So because he actually makes money off of the volatility and not the exposure of his size to the market. So even if the trade goes against you, your exposure is so much less because you're making the money off the volatility and not your exposure to the market, that if it goes against you, your stop out's going to be less as well. Awesome. Cool. This was a good live stream, a good TGIF. We're about an hour and 45 minutes in. Yeah, dude. Like, and how do you feel about it? Like, you could give a shit less, right? Like, yeah, you could give a shit less when it happens. And there's some guys in the room that are really good about this. I've been seeing, like James has been keeping his losses really manageable. Which is absolutely impressive. There's some, I think it was Ruben also posted his losses too. So big ups to the guys, big credit to the guys posting losses in the P&L room as well. So I know it sucks posting those losses, but it definitely holds you accountable, and it takes some big integrity to post losses as well. So major kudos to you guys. Yeah, so I mean, because the execution chart that Alberto posted yesterday was just, he milked the shit out of that. What is it, HTBX or something? Got a little bit of impatient right there, at that $2 mark, but other than that, I mean, his execution was sick, and that profit factor was just so good that um, it doesn't matter if you take a couple losses. So cool. You guys see here on Amazon how I did that, where I said it was gonna bounce for this 2970. Pretty on point. So I pretty much got out here on the bottom, just measuring right here off of the side where this volume came down from yesterday in this after hours. So boom, came down, bounce, and then we may get a little bit of resistance here, maybe towards this 2985 or so, 2990, and then for if the market comes back further down, then it'll retrace. But yeah, I'm gonna take my 880. See you, Andrew, aka Alex. Oh, he's not even here. He didn't get it. Um, cool. If I go too fast explaining something, guys, you could ask questions and tell me to slow down. So I don't mind, re-explaining it or anything like that. How can I get video on the Discord? What do you mean? So on Fridays CR7, we stream on YouTube. So the link for the YouTube is on the link for the YouTube is in the videos channel, and then every other day, I have everything streamed here. Thank you, Sahir. Thank you for coming in clutch. Um, so then every other day we stream here on screen share on Discord. So you'll just see my bright, happy face here on Discord if you just click on my name. So Ruben's question is, can you explain how to profit when shorting an option? Do we pocket the theta compared to losing it? Oh, you mean like selling options as compared to longing them? Is that what you mean, Ruben?
CCK. 65 puts. August 21st, 2020. 500 contracts. PBR. 10 calls. August 21st, 2020. 1,035 contracts.
The ghetto spread. I never heard of a ghetto spread, dude. But when you're selling options, when you're selling premium, yes, you benefit from the theta decay. So like, oh shit, I almost just knocked over my mic. So for instance, right, today on Netflix, if you would have been selling calls today, this would have been a really nice day to sell calls, because this downwards just choppiness right here, and then if this rejects, right, if this rejects and just comes down, and it being Friday, right, so it being Friday and things are expiring today, you're not gonna make you're not gonna as Conor McGregor calls it, have red panty night, right? But you're gonna make a paycheck, so you'll make a paycheck of a couple $100 or whatever, and be able to take some money home. But you're not gonna be going out on the town celebrating, popping bottles and stuff. But yeah, you will be able to make a paycheck if you are selling the premium on things that chop around like this. If you're selling the premium, so especially when things are not moving, and the expiration is relatively close. And say like you even get like if you get like a fucked up like if you get like a fucked up delta.
Denial. 12 calls. July 24th, 2020.
Buying the long and selling a short. So like you mean longing a call and selling a longing a call and selling a call at the same time? Yeah, there, Miss Carolyn. How you doing? Hey, Dallas. I wrote you back, bro. I sent you an email. Yeah, that's just the debit spread, bro. Oh, you could do that. That's a calendar spread. Yeah, that's a calendar spread, bro.
Denial. 12
Or
calls.
you could even have something that say like two or three. Um, awesome,
950
bro.
contracts.
Awesome. Um, so you could also do that, right? So that's eventually was something when I get right now, like I'm dealing with a lot of stuff with the room where I want it a little bit more established for you guys, and I want you to have more content. When I get things a little bit more automated for you guys and stuff, and I'm able to focus more on my own trading, that's going to be my next step is to
July 24th,
be able to do
260.
a
Denial.
calendar spread like that. Take some maybe year out,
July 24th.
6 month leaps, and then intraday, then be able to short against it, or just make that money against it. So then by the time it that if it does go in my direction for those leaps, or for those long term position, that's already paid for, and it doesn't even matter. Those are just bonus bucks. Those are just fun bucks. But that's on my to do list for my own trading, and I know I'm probably gonna have to um, pay some tuition doing that and learning that on my own. So heck, a lot of you guys watch me, sell premium and learning how to do that. And dude, that was not fun. That was not fun. NFX was laughing at me on how much money I was losing. I was like, listen here, NFX, you like being in here? Oh, she left too. Everyone just left already. Yeah, honestly, guys, there's nothing else that's really a plus. The market's really slow. If you guys got errands to run, if you got go outside and enjoy the sun, guys. Enjoy the sun. More things you do for yourself outside of trading, and build discipline and happiness within your life is going to be better. Yeah, you're here, Carolyn. It's nice to have other females too. You're the third one. You guys have like that motherly instinct. You keep me in line. Like last Friday? Like, what do you mean? Like at the end of the day? Yep. Yep. Cool, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut the YouTube here. We're about 2 hours in, I believe, over. If not that, yeah, almost 2 hours. So I hope you got some value out of this. If you did get some value, like I said, make sure you leave me uh, a like, please. Share with a trading friendly. If you guys got some trading friends, tell them to come see me. If you guys want to learn how to trade some options and be consistently profitable. So I do believe that we have one of the most awesome rooms, but I'm hugely biased. So I don't know if what some of the guys that are in here would agree right now, but is there any other last for you guys here on YouTube? Is there any last minute like questions or anything that you guys want to go over here today before I go ahead and drop off of the YouTubes?
WMT.
Oh, now Netflix wants to make this move. Watch. This is gonna suck, dude. If Netflix gets up to 500 again. And this is my long setup. You guys know my long setup. Break of resistance, back retest, and for it to continue further up. Cool, guys. No questions there on YouTube. I'll still be here for the guys in my room. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the screen share in the Discord, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll be here for the Stockcast on Sunday. So on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be here for the Stockcast. If you guys want to come hang out, and we'll do some technical analysis. I believe we're gonna talk about a little bit more about risk management and stuff. Is gonna be the topic of discussion for the Stockcast on Sunday. Okay, if you guys want to come hang out, and then we trade live every Friday. So if you want to come hang out and trade with us every Friday, we will definitely be here. My DMs are always open if you guys have any questions or anything. You guys want to go over anything? Send me a chart, and please don't just send me a chart and say, should I buy here? I will tell your ass fucking off, dude. Like, do a little bit of due diligence and tell me what your trade thesis is, your plan for the trade, and then I will definitely give you my input into it as well. But if you're being lazy and looking for a handout for it, I will tell you to fuck off. So, but if you come correct, you add value, and you actually put in some work into it, I'm definitely happy to help out anyone that's willing to help themselves. Cool. You guys have a great rest of your day here on YouTube. We'll catch you on Sunday for the Stockcast, okay?